Hey guys, let's bringing you another video. Welcome back to Challenger Spectate, or not just Challenger Spectate, Pro Spectate. So today we are watching SHOWMAKER, and we're watching his Leblanc. And what is really interesting is we'll be able to do kind of like a weird comparison. Is a few weeks ago we did another one of these, and it's the same matchup. It's Leblanc versus Aurelia mid, but the difference of that game, it wasn't SHOWMAKER we were watching, it was FAKER. And FAKER basically showed Leblanc is pretty good into Aurelia because you can just avoid Aurelia. If she goes for a stun, you can use your W, your range, you can stay away. And if she goes for an engage, as long as you land the chain, you're pretty safe. So let's see how SHOWMAKER deals with Aurelia. Will there be any difference? The one thing I would say that when we watched FAKER, he wasn't the most aggressive. So he was more playing a defensive playstyle, which I guess you have to do against Aurelia. You've got to respect that pick. But we'll see if SHOWMAKER does anything different. So yeah, I'll move people around. They're just doing that. So Poppy top lane and Jhin bot lane. So comp-wise, we do have the Sejuani top. Again, I'm not going to recommend it. But yes, it has grown a bit in popularity. Basically, Sej does a bit more damage than people would expect. And she's a typical kind of tanky top laner. So some people have been playing her there. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. If you make a mistake on it, it's probably going to backfire quite a lot. But anyway, starting level 1, Leblanc, if you look at the bottom left, has actually not taken a single spell yet. This is quite common when you don't know how the enemy against you is going to play. If the Aurelia came out the gate with Q and started playing insanely aggressive, well, maybe W for Leblanc's start would be better. But right now, SHOWMAKER doesn't need to actually do anything until you can see what the Aurelia commits to. And the Aurelia committed to W, which is defensive and like ranged damage from minions, rather than the aggressive Q start. So that is where it's quite smart not to always confirm what you're doing at level 1. So people in Twitch chat are just saying, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. I am feeling pretty rough today. That's why you guys are getting a Pro Spectate for today's second video. But yeah, I'm going to still try to play ranked after I record this video and see how it goes. But yeah, again, a lot of people will probably be telling me have time off, which I probably should be doing. But then the stress level of not having any content would probably make me feel worse. So I'd rather try and make content and stream, if that makes sense. So if you appreciate that, please do throw a like on the video. And if you're not subscribed on Twitch, please do subscribe. And on YouTube, I guess. Anyway, so far pretty normal mid lane, nothing major. The Aurelia's not gone aggressive so far at all. Again, the one thing you never know is this Aurelia. I don't know how good they are. Obviously, they're probably a challenger player. But this is obviously SHOWMAKER. He's on the account fighting LCK. It is confirmed this is SHOWMAKER. And to be honest, most people in this challenger rating now will know, oh, that's SHOWMAKER or that's FAKER. It can, I say, potentially, if you're just a regular solo queue challenger player, obviously you're insanely good at the game, no doubt. But if you know mentally you're against SHOWMAKER, arguably the best player in the world right now, that probably plays with your mind a little bit. So Aurelia was trying to base, by the way, and Leblanc was aggressive enough to stop it. I think even taking a tower hit, but it's not going to do too much to an Aurelia because, again, this Aurelia is running TP. People may say, why TP not Ignite? It's probably the knowledge of you're in Challenger, and Leblanc is known to be quite good against Aurelia, that you can just deny Aurelia that aggression because you're mobile as well as her, and you can dodge her stun really easily as long as you're actively using W, and in Challenger, they're going to be active. So that's probably why the Aurelia just didn't even go for Ignite, and she's going to get poked down a little bit, so she's got the TP to make her way back to mid whenever she gets a bit low. It's just smart. Alright, so SHOWMAKER basing, obviously started with Corrupting Potion, by the way. Didn't even use all Corrupting Potion stacks before the first base. Poppy, of all things, being aggressive in the jungle, which is a little bit weird, because that's Poppy top lane. And by the way, Boots of Lucidity, first purchase for Leblanc. Very aggressive. you know, getting those cooldowns off rotation a little bit quicker. And as you can see here, obviously Season 11 meta, level 5 LeBlanc going back to base, running straight to bot lane, not even going back to mid. Big aggression coming out, and this is going to be a nice, easy, probably double kill for Leblanc. And that is a successful roam. So that is the one thing to say, is roaming. When you're in mid lane and you decide to go bot, well, usually the enemy mid laner will ping, yo, they've left mid, they left bot side, careful bot lane. When you've gone back to go base and buy stuff, the vision and the knowledge that the enemy team has has all been reset. They don't know where you are. They could be just like, oh, maybe LeBlanc's waiting for a bit more gold in base. She's not come back to mid lane yet, but we don't know where she is. It's a bit like harder to track when they're doing roams straight from the base. Arguably, I would say, is the enemy bot lane were playing too aggressive, knowing that LeBlanc was missing, but, you know. So Sejuani got killed, by the way. TP's back top lane with that Ignite also, and manages to get a return kill on the Poppy, so that's a good recovery for the Sedge. And you now have a Nami in mid lane. Dive potential. Aurelia getting away. Neely is going to go on, and lovely play, but that is also a Gragas jungle coming down to the fray. But that is 3 people mid lane with a nice kill on the Aurelia. SHOWMAKER literally had to basically hit every single thing to make that kill happen. Also had to flash and ignite. Well, I think the flash was to escape, but still, yeah. That's a good kill, though. Going back, buying the Codex. Is that what I know? Lost Chapter, sorry. Obviously, Ludens will be what is going to be purchased today for LeBlanc. And, you know, winning in farm, 44 farm. LeBlanc, no matter how good you are at the champion, is usually not known for her farming prowess. So the fact that LeBlanc is winning by a couple waves over an Aurelia, it's pretty good. So far Aurelia's not hit 1 stun. Just, you know, kind of crazy. You know, I've always, like, even in recent months, and I think it has calmed down a little bit, but I've always been like, oh, Aurelia's my Kryptonite champion in modern day League. Honestly, from watching FAKER control on the Aurelia and now watching SHOWMAKER control on Aurelia, just seems LeBlanc is the answer to Aurelia. If we go over her runes while there's downtime, by the way, Electrocute, Taste of Blood, Zombie Ward, which is actually quite interesting, okay. And then Ravenous Hunter, Poppy roaming mid lane for some reason, not really sure why. And then she's gone Biscuit Delivery, Time Warp Tonic because she's starting Corrupting, and Attack Speed on LeBlanc. That'll be for getting extra auto attacks on a melee champion, Ability Power, and Armor. Roam potentially happening down, Brand mispositioning, getting absolutely chunked, and LeBlanc is making her way. These are in trouble. There should be a W into R. Nice auto attack with then the nice chain. Gragas will get chained. Will he die? Probably not. LeBlanc might go for it though. But yeah, enemy team's just playing way too aggressive. Hey, Pengu. They need to, like... well, they're playing aggressive, arguably, because they kind of need to. I'd say... Oh, why are you overstaying? Wow. That Gragas, he should not have stayed like that. Wow, okay. And then Jhin also, like, getting killed. Kill for Lucian. And there we go. Lovely. Foxworth, thank you so much for the 20 months tier 1. Appreciate it, appreciate it. And there we go. So, the Aurelia's going to catch up, obviously, a bit with farm. And she might get a tower plate or 2, which is good. But LeBlanc is getting so much more value for these roams. And that, again, that has been a big part of Season 11, is the value of roams. A lot of the time, for at least a mid laner, the value of roaming is outweighing the value of staying in mid. Oh, lovely combo there. Brand actually is dead. Dodging will go down, though, LeBlanc. But the good thing, I will say, is if you thought that LeBlanc would die inevitably, which she probably would die at some time, she gave a shutdown to the enemy support. So it's not giving it to a Jhin or an Aurelia that can actually, like, kind of carry. She's given it to a support. And, you know, Brand is a pretty good carry in himself, even as support, but I'd rather give it to a Brand than an Aurelia or a Jhin. So it's not the worst situation trading for that. She probably didn't want to die, but, you know, see the silver lining in the death, I guess. So Pengu's actually asking, what is this? So we're watching SHOWMAKER. He's in the World's Final this weekend. And we're watching the Aurelia LeBlanc matchup, but obviously the player we are, like, highlighting is SHOWMAKER. And to be honest, has had complete control of mid lane, and not just had complete control of mid lane, has had complete control of the map. Like, the Aurelia hasn't roamed or, like, helped her team. She's been stuck in mid lane, and now you can see, like, yes, the Aurelia's caught up a bit in farm, but it's very, very even. So what I also will add, by the way, you guys have been enjoying my own commentaries of the Worlds games here or there. I am planning, like, I think Worlds is on Saturday, and I think I'll be streaming potentially during it, or I don't know, maybe I'll take the weekend off just to fully recover. I don't know. We'll see if I get enough content. But what I'm trying to say, I am going to record some of the World's final matches. I don't know how many of them I'll do. Nice ulti for the Qiyana with the Sedge ult follow-up. Qiyana gets the kill, and that is that. Mazel, 98, thanks for the 26 months, says currently cheering for DK to win Worlds. Yeah, I did finally know what that stands for, by the way. DK is Damwon Gaming Kia. So the Damwon and Kia, babam, it's now DK. Only one entry counts, Pengu. Obviously, yeah, remember to enter the PC giveaway if you guys haven't. It'll be on my social media. I'm not linking it in every single video. I'll probably link it in once a week or something like that. But there's 8 ways to enter. Make sure you get all the entries in. Hey, I'm Brook Lizard, I'm doing okay. But yeah, so let me know in the comments of this video, how many of the World's Finals games would you guys want me to watch and do a video of? I don't know if I'd be able to, in my current condition, unless I improve a lot. Let's say it goes to all 5 games. I don't think I'll have it in me to, commentate all 5 games live in a row. But if you want me to do one for every game, I can try. I just need to know you guys would enjoy it. And maybe it's a good idea to do while I'm kind of sick. Because it is quite hard to play ranked with concentration levels when you're sick, turns out. First stun already has landed and doesn't go aggressive from it. That's the first stun she's landed, I think. Maybe she actually needs... Oh, Gragas gank with them the Aurelia. Will they know the clone? They don't. They mucked up. Ah, they do get the kill anyway. Aurelia flashes with then the Q. And then Qiyana gets a clean-up double kill in bot lane. But yeah, that's the first gank we've seen in mid lane by Gragas, and that is the so Sedge, by the way, TP'd down in mid lane or bot lane. But yeah, first gank and first stun by Aurelia. Poppy roaming also. This Poppy, by the way, maybe they're not a top lane player, because remember at the beginning of this game they were given AD carry, because they are really roaming at odd times. This Poppy, if you guys remember, she went aggressive in the jungle at like level 4, and then she's been mid lane a couple times. She's giving so much XP away. Like, that's why there's a 2-level gap in top lane, and that's why the Poppy also is 0-4. This is a bit weird for a challenger game, at least. But that's the point. Like, if you're, let's say, a challenger... Let's just give the example. A challenger AD carry. It's very likely you're not a challenger top laner. But if you're auto-filled or you've role changed, or like role swapped, you're then against, potentially, a challenger top laner. And you're, you know, a challenger AD carry might be a master level or a high diamond level top laner, for an example. But you're not challenger level. So, yeah. Rift Herald being spawned by Qiyana, going for that mid. Again, arguably, I would say mid lane is most of the time. Only 1 entry counts, by the way, for the chair entry on the Twitch point stuff. But yeah, arguably, I would say, just as a general tip to everybody, mid lane is probably the lane you want to break open the most when it comes to a Rift Herald. By the way, Poppy roaming again. She's level 9. Sedge is level 11. She's even let the tower go down. It's just... And then now Poppy's mid. I've got no idea what this Poppy is playing like. It's just very bizarre. Very weird. Alright, so she's now fighting. She's ulting the Poppy. Will she hit anyone? No, she won't. She's now really in trouble. And Qiyana takes it. Gragas gets the cleanup kill on SHOWMAKER. And there's the kill on him. Wow. Qiyana does a stupid amount of damage, doesn't she? Holy moly. So that is a couple, obviously, deaths for SHOWMAKER. But the one thing to say is every death has been a benefit. Like, it's not like, oh, every death, it's been bad. SHOWMAKER's either got a kill or an assist. Aurelia's come bot lane. Her first roam of the game, so far with 1 kill. Doesn't get that. With then the ult, she will get that. So again, shows how value roaming is. She's going to get herself a double kill. She might go down. Oh, I think she died. Oh, the heal. No, I honestly think she died because she stayed. Ugh. What's with the hat? Again, because I'm sick and like sweating more than I normally do. My hair's looking pretty bad, and I'll have a shower after today's stream, not before it, because I'll probably sweat during the stream, because it gets warm with the lights and the PC and everything. So my hair is under a hat to hide my hair. This hat's pretty cool, by the way. Bit of a tangent. It's the Silverstone hat for the British Grand Prix this year. I didn't go to the British Grand Prix this year, but I was at Silverstone a week after doing my own track day, and these were all still for sale. I was like, you know, I'll get one. Why not? Anyway, they're now going for top lane. Still a two level gap. Oh, missed the Sedge ult. Obviously, it was a blind one, but Poppy is definitely dead in this situation, I'd imagine. SHOWMAKER jumping on and helps get the kill. No assist for the Kiana, unfortunately. Bot lane, Gragas misses his ulti. Ooh, you hate to see it. And that'll be the end of that. What car did I race? Ferrari F430, I think it was. I was fastest on track and never got overtaken. Alright. SHOWMAKER's going to come over. They do have the bouncy bounce. They do land the bouncy bounce. Kiana doesn't hit their ulti. It was a good idea. Exhaust from Jhin. Lucian ulti. A lot of damage there. Gets cancelled straight away by the brand. Jhin going aggressive with Gale Force. Gets himself a kill, which is actually quite good because I don't think he was going to get one. And there you go. Not bad at all. So Sejuani now just chilling in mid lane. Farming wise, well, again, Divine Sunder or Poppy when she's half farm. That's not good. But then also 100. So Aurelia has overtaken Leblanc in farm. Are we really surprised? Not really, because how much has SHOWMAKER roamed this game? He has roamed a stupid amount this game. But that does show how you play. In the early game, it's about denying the Aurelia, that you're not going to snowball from me. But then in mid-game, it's more about, I'm going to go roam a lot and you can't control me. That's basically what this matchup is. And I think the FAKER one, FAKER played it slightly different. Whoa, aggression. Just straight up killed. Wow, man. That Aurelia isn't even weak, by the way. At the time, she was 3-2-1 with a bit more farm than SHOWMAKER. The fact that he just, like, 100-0'd, that is really impressive. And he landed everything, and he played it basically perfectly. Brand going aggressive. I will say bad flash by SHOWMAKER. Needed to flash a little bit earlier, but yeah. Nami going to go down. Double kill for the Brand, and then they might get rotated on by the Kiana here. Let's see. Can the blue team clean up a little bit, make it not as bad that two people have died? They hopefully will. Yes, they will. Brand doing a lot of damage, though. Lucian gets that kill with his passive, it looked like. I don't think this is a great Sejuani TP, and she does take the kill away from Kiana, but I don't really think she needed to TP. This Sejuani, and to be fair, both top laners have looked like they want to be involved in this game. They don't want to be stuck on the island. But there are some times when you just don't need to. Saving the TP would be better, and I think that example was one, like, it would have been better just to save. Anyway, returning to the game. Build for SHOWMAKER. Ludens, obviously, well, Rushed Lucidity, then Ludens, and then Cosmic Drive. So this item, if memory serves correct, in preseason is getting changed slightly, but it's going to be better. So obviously, mages have made a comeback at the kind of end Season 11, but for the most part, mages have sucked in Season 11, and Riot kind of promised, yo, we're going to look at mage items a lot in preseason. And they have, to be fair. They've done a bunch of changes to mage items that will make an impact. Nami landing a lovely bubble, and nice follow-up by SHOWMAKER there, and that will be a dead Jhin. Enemy team is struggling staying alive. 0-7 top, 2-7 Jhin, 7 now, 8 Brand, but 8 deaths is still quite a lot. Aurelia's holding her own, only, 3-3 is not bad, and Gragas, again, is fully AP Gragas a good idea this game? Arguably not, because you have a Leblanc and a Kiana this game that can just one-shot you. And Lucian's not a great tank killer, so if you went tank, it probably would be better. Nice E by Gragas, but he is in trouble. Whoa, that was weird. A lot of weird stuff is happening. The chain lands, and SHOWMAKER finishes the kill. So that's the one thing I will say that really good players do well also. When League of Legends becomes chaotic, a good player will still they'll still pull things off. They'll still get a kill or two. Even if it's crazy, they'll still manage to do things. And yeah, Gragas E has priority over every single movement ability in the game, unless it's unstoppable. So unless it's Vi ult, Malphite ult, the unstoppable stuff, Gragas E has priority over it. So it's got priority over Leblanc W, Shen Taunt, Ahri ult, all of that stuff will get stopped by a Gragas E. But yeah. Whew. Oh my god. Okay, I've got to tell this joke. I think people will hate it, but in a funny way. This is from Pengu. It says, I got an email the other day telling me how to read maps backwards. Turns out it was just spam. That's so bad. Holy Jesus Christ, that's so bad. Anyway, LeBlanc going to go back. Aurelia is, by the way, extending her farm lead, but LeBlanc is extending her kill lead. So if we looked into the gold, LeBlanc is about to hit 10k, and yeah, nearly 2,000 gold behind just the Aurelia. The match right now is a 9,000 gold lead. But only, well, dragons have now been evened up. You don't get it. Spam. Spell maps backwards and it's spam. Jesus Christ. What was I going to say? But yeah, honestly, quite a clean game. Oh, well, that's the I was going to make that point. So in the upcoming season also, which we may as well start talking more and more about, because we're very soon going to get into pre-season with all the changes, the enemy team would have objective bounties this game. Brand looking to do damage before dying, doesn't get enough damage done, but doing decent damage before going down. But yeah, so the enemy team, because they're this far behind, they're 10,000 gold behind, they're 4 tower deficit, they're way behind in gold, they'd be having a very hefty objective bounty in the upcoming preseason. And if, again, what are objective bounties? If you are behind in so many categories, in so many points that Riot has in the background, you get given objective bounties, which are for towers, dragons, Rift Herald or Baron, and it's quite a lot of gold, and all of that gold is always given to your whole team. So if one person stays top lane and gets an objective bounty, the whole team gets the gold divided. So if it's a 1,000 gold objective bounty, you each get 200 gold, for example. It's a comeback mechanic, obviously. All right, LeBlanc's going to the side, looking for that combo, lands the combo on the Brand, unfortunate for him. Does get the ignited, but LeBlanc is just doing this near perfect play, like within reason. Like perfect play obviously would be like, oh, the Nami W got that. Near perfect, or perfect play would be never dying. But this is what I would say is like basically human perfect play. Like this is a human playing it, not a robot. Yes, they've died 4 times, but they have been involved in 22 kills, and let's be honest, has helped like snowball this game insane amounts. Landing chains like that is wonderful. Lovely Nami bubble. Will they survive? Yes, the Lucian ends up surviving, and that might be game. So arguably, and I know you can't compare them completely because it's a different Aurelia, I think, but the Faker game we watched and now the Showmaker game, I'm a Faker fan. I'm an OG old school player, so Faker's my boy, but arguably this was more impressive by Showmaker's performance. Not in the 1v1 specifically, but you just saw that Showmaker took over the map. Showmaker basically became, like it or not if you like the roaming meta, but controlled mid lane, didn't let Aurelia snowball, and then basically became a second jungler. LeBlanc got a few double kills by just roaming around, so it ain't bad at all. That's really good. Again, the Poppy 0-10, very odd performance there. But there you go. If you guys did enjoy and you're okay with me just doing a couple of these during my time that I'm sick, hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But please do throw a like on the video, throw a subscribe. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know how many Worlds Final games you potentially want me to upload in my own commentary. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash it.